Hey there guys, Templar here, and today I'll be talking to you guys about Vinland Saga. Now, it's taken me a while to actually talk about this in history and anime because I kinda had to look it up a lot, but as well, this was actually brought to me by one of my viewers, so today I am now actually going right into it. Now, what is Vinland Saga supposed to be based on? Well, in truth, this is supposed to be a story about a person named Thorfinn, who technically, well, is one of the sons of the Vikings, and later on finds out that his father has been killed by a rival Viking chieftain, or so it states in the following areas. But as well, it is stated, though, that this is actually supposed to be based on his vengeance and his quest for it. But in truth, I actually have also heard that this is also about many times of conquest and Viking pillaging into England, and as well who is supposed to be the rightful king of the areas of the Danes. So, in pretty much truth, it is incredibly kind of accurate what the Vikings would have done. As well, I have as well seen the artwork of the armor and such as weaponry, and as well how they would use them, and which is kind of historically accurate comparison. But in truth, the story of the Vinland Saga is actually more dramatic than we think. Seen as this, it's actually quite impressive. In fact, the Vinland Saga that was originally supposed to be based, that this story is supposed to be based on, is actually based off of a Vinland Saga as well. But the term Vinland is actually of area in modern-day America, North America to be precise, in which was actually a place where the Vikings were first to have been stated to have, well, found America, and in which Leif Erikson had discovered North America in the process. The thing is, though, the Vinland Saga was actually supposed to be based on a real saga in history, which was actually from a Viking son named Finral, or Finrisk, depending on which area in Scandinavia you would actually pronounce it. Anyways, Finral pretty much actually fought against his opponents, and as well was stated to have been an unstoppable Viking, as well to have been the crowned prince of the Viking kingdoms. So, in truth, it does actually somehow have a historical accuracy to the original story. Though the saga of Finral ended up becoming a bloodbath, and when I mean bloodbath, I mean a massive one. It was stated that he actually slaughtered massive kings who betrayed his father. As well, he even in the process conquered all of Scandinavia and as well parts of lands of Russia, and as well even the other lands such as, well, England, such as the Danelaw, for example. As well, he managed to unify all of the ancient Viking kingdoms into one kingdom. So in other words, it's like he united Normandy, pretty much the Danish law, the parts of Ireland, Scotland, all of these, well, parts of the Germanic regions, such as Denmark, and as well parts of Scandinavia, including Russia. But the thing is, what actually happened to this story? Well, it's one of the most lost tales in history, seen as though the Teutonic Order was pretty much not the best ally to historical accuracy of your ancestors. Though it is stated, though, that many historians actually try to find out if this saga was true, in which some actually had discovered it, such as with a massive hill mound somewhere near modern-day Poland. Now, we do actually find out that the story goes that this type of history that it is stated that Finral was actually a great king and actually created a vast army. But as well, his burial mound still is left unknown of where it might be. But this so-called burial mound that we found in, well, modern-day Poland might actually give us a clue of what actually happened to it. But in truth, it's nothing more than a little bit of a, I guess you might say, a leftover history. Though some people even state that this might be Finral's home, or his last known of where he died. But in truth, many people do not actually believe this. In fact, seen as though he was stated in the saga that he was buried within the lands of the forebears, of which he was cast to, in which there was no land, no sea, but bog and marsh. So, Poland's probably out of the question. But in truth, though, the Vinland Saga does get a little bit more historical accurate to the story. So in other words, Thorfinn is technically the, well, Finral. So maybe if in the historical period this might actually be the correct version, but they kinda mess around with it. Now I have heard that Japanese government or anime creators are starting to make this in 2019. I really do hope they're actually seeing it. Hopefully, I really do, because I've already seen impressive historical accuracy in the manga, especially with the arms and armor that they would have used. But the thing is, it's slightly different in historical periods. But still though, I do actually hope that maybe this anime will be historically accurate, hopefully. But still, seeing as though how historical it is, it's hopefully, I am really hopeful that it's trying to be as hopeful to the historical period of the Vikings, seeing as though the Viking warriors put themselves into naval warfare example, especially when I take a look at some of the areas in which naval warfare was conducted in the manga. I actually do see that there is a massive amount of fighting on ship-to-ship battles. In other words, not destroying the ship but trying to take it, which is a historical period to the accurate form of which the Vikings did. Though I really do hope I see shield wall formations, or including something else, as I do see in some parts of the manga. But anyways, guys, if you guys want me to talk about anything of anime related that has some form of history inspired, well, let me know down in the comments below, and I will get right on to it. As well, guys, if you guys want to see more, click that subscribe button, and as well click the bell button as well for more notifications, and as well help the channel grow by sharing, and as well subscribe and like this video. Anyways, guys, it's been Templar. Have a good day.